Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called, and he often electronically recorded them.
Obviously, it's subjective because, it's music and it's opinion-based, but, some things, I don't want to embarrass this young lady.
Jay-Z is furious, and he's letting everyone know it. With rumors swirling about leaked footage involving Beyoncé and Diddy, the usually composed mogul is reportedly losing his cool. Is there a video out there that could shake the foundation of music's most powerful couple? And just what does Diddy have to do with this? Word is, their once close friendship may be unraveling, with Diddy's legal woes pulling in more names than expected.
You said we are not done and that Combs did not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table.
But the real question everyone is asking, how far will Jay-Z go to keep this under wraps? And just how messy could this get for Beyoncé's image? Rumors have been swirling for years about the rocky dynamic between Jay-Z and Diddy. Once seen as music's power duo, their relationship has reportedly soured, with recent allegations suggesting Diddy's infamous freak-off parties could be the reason. And now there's talk that Beyoncé herself might be involved. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, the details are murky. What we do know is that Jay-Z isn't happy. Sources close to the situation say that Jay has been in damage control mode, calling high-powered lawyers and media handlers to figure out how to handle the potential fallout from this supposed footage. But it doesn't stop there. Jay-Z has apparently also been distancing himself from Diddy in public, perhaps as a way to protect both his image and Beyoncé's. And let's not forget, these two aren't just friends, they have history. Jay-Z and Diddy have collaborated on projects, shared mutual connections, and attended the same exclusive parties.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. The game has been elevated.
But could Diddy's downfall spell trouble for Jay-Z as well? Diddy's recent arrest has blown the lid off of an underworld that many believed was just a myth. Parties that allegedly involved some of the biggest names in the industry. From tapes to blackmail threats, it's no wonder Jay-Z is scrambling to keep his distance. Some reports even suggest that Jay-Z's legal team is preparing for the worst. If any footage involving Beyoncé surfaces, it could spell disaster not just for their relationship, but for their brand as well. The stakes are higher than ever, with the feds investigating Diddy's long history of alleged criminal activities. And while Jay-Z has managed to keep his own name relatively clean in the public eye, this could change everything. Beyoncé has always been the epitome of grace and privacy, but if there's one thing the public loves more than her music, it's the drama. And boy, has there been drama surrounding her past performances. Take, for instance, that legendary 2005 BET Awards moment where Beyoncé performed with Terrence Howard. Fans still remember the onstage chemistry, and conspiracy theories about a possible connection between the two have lingered ever since. Now, fast forward to today, and people are whispering about Beyoncé's name being dragged into Diddy's freak-off scandal. Is there actually footage of her at one of Diddy's parties? Was she even aware of what was going on around her? So far, no one has seen the alleged footage, but that hasn't stopped the internet from speculating. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been a symbol of strength and power for years. They've weathered cheating scandals, public scrutiny, and more, but this might be their toughest challenge yet. There's talk of Jay-Z seeking legal counsel, not just for damage control, but for something bigger: separation. Some insiders are even speculating that Jay-Z has been consulting both criminal defense and divorce attorneys. Could Diddy's scandals be causing a rift between music's power couple? And if Jay-Z is indeed consulting with divorce attorneys, what could that mean for the future of their billion-dollar empire? Could we be witnessing the beginning of the end for the Carters? Diddy's freak-off parties have long been a source of controversy, with whispers about what went on behind closed doors growing louder and louder. Now, with his recent arrest, it seems like the truth is finally coming to light. And what's more, there are tapes, real incriminating footage that could expose not just Diddy, but everyone involved.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called, and he often electronically recorded them.
It's rumored that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are among the names that could be linked to these parties. And if any of that footage leaks, it would be a PR nightmare for the Carters. But Jay-Z isn't waiting around for that to happen. He's reportedly taken aggressive legal steps to ensure that any footage involving Beyoncé stays buried for good. Jay-Z is no stranger to controversy, but when it comes to Beyoncé, he's taking things to a whole new level. According to reports, Jay-Z is pulling out all the stops to make sure that anyone responsible for this footage pays the price. Whether it's media outlets, insiders, or even Diddy himself, Jay is making moves to ensure that no one messes with his family, and it seems like his power moves are already working. Several sources report that people close to Diddy are beginning to backtrack, distancing themselves from the scandal in fear of Jay-Z's wrath. But Diddy's freak-offs aren't the only dark cloud hanging over Jay-Z and Beyoncé's marriage. Let's not forget the old rumors surrounding Beyoncé and Sean Paul during their Baby Boy collaboration. It's been nearly 20 years since Baby Boy dropped, but the rumors still swirl. In an interview with the Daily Beast, Sean Paul addressed all the buzz that's been floating around since the early 2000s. And no, in case you're wondering, nothing ever happened between him and Beyoncé. When asked if they ever hooked up, Sean Paul laughed it off, saying, "Nah, I wish I did. She's beautiful." He also clarified that they only performed Baby Boy together 3 times ever. 3 times. And that's it. Apparently, they didn't hang out much back then either. According to Sean, Beyoncé was already successful with Destiny's Child, and while they shared the stage a few times in the Caribbean, their paths didn't cross much beyond that. But here's where it gets juicy. Sean Paul says Beyoncé actually confronted him about the rumors that they were more than just collaborators. This was right after the Baby Boy video dropped, and apparently the whispers were getting too loud for her to ignore. He recalls the moment when, backstage at the MTV Europe Music Awards in 2003, Beyoncé pulled him aside and said, "I need to speak to you." Sean Paul claims Beyoncé was pissed and asked him straight up what was going on with the rumors. He said, "Yo, I'm not saying anything," but Beyoncé made it clear those rumors were messing with her career, and she wasn't happy about it. Ouch. He insists he didn't start the rumors. But after that confrontation, things started to get weird between them. He speculates it might have had something to do with her management. I mean, the music industry is known for its drama, right? What's even crazier is that Sean Paul noticed odd things happening during their performances together. At one show, the crowd went wild when he joined Beyoncé on stage for Baby Boy, but he quickly realized something was off. The energy just dropped. His band was furious afterward because they couldn't hear his mic at all. It was as if someone cut his sound intentionally. Coincidence? Or something more? Sean then described another performance in Scotland, which took things to a whole new level of awkward. During their rehearsal, everything seemed fine. They had a dramatic stage setup, with both of them coming up from under the stage, surrounded by fire. Sounds epic, right? But when the big moment came, the track just kept repeating, "Baby boy, you stay. Baby boy, you stay." Over and over again. Sean Paul was standing there, mid-performance, wondering what the heck was going on. Now here's where the Jay-Z drama comes into play. There was a lot of chatter back in the day that Jay-Z, who was already dating Beyoncé at the time, was behind these strange sound issues because he was jealous. I mean, can you blame him? The chemistry between Beyoncé and Sean Paul in the Baby Boy video was undeniable. But Sean shut down those rumors, saying there's no way Jay-Z was involved because he wasn't even at some of these performances. Still, the gossip persisted, and things got even more awkward at the 2003 MTV VMAs. Sean Paul was supposed to perform Baby Boy with Beyoncé, but suddenly he wasn't part of the act. He remembers sitting in the audience with his wife, watching Beyoncé perform the song they made famous together. Even Paris Hilton, who was sitting in front of him, turned around and asked, "Why aren't you up there?" Imagine the embarrassment. After that VMA snub, Sean Paul was supposed to perform with Beyoncé again in Washington, D.C., but by then, he'd had enough. He waited around for hours, only to be told there were thousands of people waiting for him to perform the song. His response? "There were 50 million people watching the VMAs. I'm not doing it." And with that, he walked out. That was the last time they performed Baby Boy together. But here's where it gets even spicier. There were reports that Jay-Z wasn't a fan of Baby Boy and didn't like how much time Beyoncé and Sean Paul were spending together. Sean even joked on a radio show that he had to use a little diplomacy while recording the track because it was clear Jay wasn't thrilled about the situation.
When I got there the night before the video shoot, I was told I'm not in any scene with her, which to me at the time, the way I was thinking about the video was totally different. I thought we were gonna kind of act something out.
But in a later interview, Sean Paul downplayed these comments, saying it was all blown out of proportion. He explained that people kept asking him about his relationship with Beyoncé, and he tried to squash the rumors. He even added that during some performances, technical issues with his mic and sound equipment probably contributed to the gossip. But as he said, nothing ever happened with me and her, except for a hit song. Sean Paul also revealed that he shot his scenes for the Baby Boy video separately from Beyoncé, which raised eyebrows. But according to him, that was just her vision for the video, not anything to do with Jay-Z. Despite all the drama and rumors, Sean Paul had nothing but respect for Beyoncé, calling her a very determined person. And honestly, can we blame her? She knew exactly what she wanted, and she made sure things went her way. In any case, Jay-Z's jealousy has been linked to more than one ruined career in Hollywood. It's said that he ended Terrence Howard's career just because Beyoncé showed interest in him. Howard, known for his talent, shocked everyone when he announced his retirement, saying he wanted to let new talent shine and help save the planet. However, many people wondered if there was more to it, suspecting that Jay-Z's jealousy might be involved. The couple has been rumored to control Hollywood and get rid of anyone they see as a threat, and a video of Beyoncé dancing for Howard added to the speculation about his discomfort and fear of Jay-Z. In the clip, Beyoncé moved around Howard seductively, but he barely reacted. His eyes darted around and his demeanor was tense, leading many to speculate that he was acutely aware of the implications of being in such close proximity to her in such a public setting. After all, Jay-Z's alleged possessiveness was well known, and it wasn't hard to imagine that Howard felt uncomfortable with the whole scenario, given the potential repercussions. Howard's career, which spanned over 3 decades, was nothing short of iconic. He delivered memorable performances in films like Crash, Hustle and Flow, Iron Man, and the popular series Empire, where he played Lucius Lyon. His work garnered critical acclaim, and he became a household name. But during the final season of Empire in 2019, Howard first hinted at retirement. He cited his long list of accomplishments and expressed a desire to step back, but he didn't follow through at the time. It wasn't until 2022, during the promotion of Best Man, the final chapters, that Howard reaffirmed his decision to retire for good. Speaking confidently during a red carpet interview, he declared, "This is the end for me. I've given the very best that I have as an actor." While Howard portrayed his retirement as a personal choice, focused on allowing younger talent to shine, the resurfaced lap dance clip caused many to question whether his decision was entirely voluntary. Could it be that Jay-Z, feeling threatened by Howard's close proximity to Beyoncé, had a hand in pushing the actor out of Hollywood? It wouldn't have been the first time rumors surfaced about Jay-Z allegedly using his influence to sideline those who got too close to his wife. Considering the tension in the lap dance clip, it was easy to see why some believe that Howard might have been forced out of the spotlight due to Jay-Z's jealousy. In any case, Beyoncé got married to her long-term boyfriend Jay-Z in April 2004. But despite their extremely private marriage, there have been rumors that Jay-Z has always controlled Beyoncé's life, more so after their wedding. You see, in the past, celebrities like Jaguar Wright have leveled allegations of Jay-Z controlling Beyoncé, and their issues running much deeper than they would like the world to believe.
Up lately. Why has Jay-Z been coming up with you lately?
Because he's a monster. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a can.
No, girl. Not my beautiful Beyonce.
Jaguar also urged Bey's supporters to start a Free Beyonce campaign.
Tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say Free Beyonce.
The Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
In fact, it appears things might be so bad for Beyoncé to the point that even her family members are trying to intervene. There have been rumors for years about how Solange is probably not Jay-Z's biggest fan. And girl, does she keep proving it every day. The streets have been saying for years that she isn't exactly the biggest fan of Beyoncé's relationship and marriage to Jay-Z because she just doesn't like him. You see, an altercation between Solange and Jay happened on May 5th, 2014, at the Met Gala after party at the Standard Hotel in New York City. It gained widespread attention when security footage from an elevator was leaked to the media. In the video, Solange Knowles, the younger sister of Beyoncé, could be seen physically attacking Jay-Z, while Beyoncé initially stood by without intervening. The footage showed Solange kicking and punching Jay-Z, with a security guard attempting to restrain her. Beyoncé eventually stepped in, putting herself between Solange and Jay-Z. 10 days after the incident, the trio released a joint statement addressing the drama. As a result of the public release of the elevator security footage from Monday, May 5th, there has been a great deal of speculation about what triggered the unfortunate incident. But the most important thing is that our family has worked through it, they said in a statement to the Associated Press. Jay and Solange each assume their share of responsibility for what has occurred. They both acknowledge their role in this private matter that has played out in the public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family. The statement continued, the reports of Solange being intoxicated or displaying erratic behavior throughout that evening are simply false. At the end of the day, families have problems, and we're no different. We love each other, and above all, we are family. We put this behind us and hope everyone else will do the same. Anyway, another reason why Jay-Z may not be liked by Solange is purportedly due to his alleged controlling behavior towards Beyoncé. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are arguably the Hollywood power couple, but that doesn't mean their relationship was without its complexities. Despite their combined fortune of nearly $2 billion, a luxurious home, and the admiration of their peers, the dynamics of their marriage presented a different story.
Why did God give me this life? Sometimes it's overwhelming. Why did God give me my talent?
For those unfamiliar with Beyoncé and Jay-Z's journey as a couple, they have consistently faced scrutiny for the unconventional aspects of their relationship. For example, they first met when Beyoncé was just a teenager, while Jay-Z was in his 30s. Reflecting on those early days, Beyoncé once shared in an interview, "I was 18 when we first met, 19 when we started dating. There was no rush, no one expected me to run off and get married. The couple officially began dating when Beyoncé was 19 and Jay-Z was 31, sparking concerns among fans, with some speculating about the possibility of Beyoncé being you-know-what by Jay-Z. Setting aside the age gap, observers have also raised eyebrows about the uneven power dynamics right from the beginning. When Beyoncé and Jay-Z embarked on their romance, Beyoncé was already quite popular, but Jay-Z was an industry heavyweight with significantly more clout and influence than she had at the time. This, coupled with their age difference, led to doubts and conversations about how imbalanced the relationship might have been from the start. However, over the years, the playing field has somewhat leveled out because Beyoncé has become the biggest artist in Hollywood. She's literally the most decorated artist ever and holds the Grammy record as the most awarded person in the history of the awards. But even with this, fans still feel a certain way about the marriage. So Jay-Z has faced criticism, with some labeling him as a P-dater. Then there's also the fact that Jay-Z was Beyoncé's first real relationship. She has opened up about how she didn't have the typical childhood or teenage years because she was super focused on her career. She said, "My teenage years were about the grind. I grew up hearing this particular scripture from James 2:17. Faith without work is dead. Vision and intention weren't enough. I had to put in the work. I committed to always being a student and always being open to growth. My energy went into Destiny's Child and the dream of us getting a record deal and becoming musicians. If something wasn't helping me reach my goal, I decided to invest no time in it. I didn't feel like I had time to kiki or hang out. I sacrificed a lot of things and ran from any possible distraction." Beyoncé wasn't just 12 years younger than Jay-Z, but she was also pretty inexperienced when it came to relationships, adding an extra layer of sketchiness. As time passed, speculation started about whether she felt confined in the marriage, especially now that she's older and had more experience. Some insiders claim it's not just a feeling. Beyoncé is genuinely trapped. According to sources, Jay-Z holds complete control over every aspect of her life, leaving her with little room to live on her own terms. Multiple people have recently come forward to expose Jay-Z's control and manipulation of Beyoncé. In addition to all this, a former bodyguard of Beyoncé once revealed that Jay allegedly got her hooked on substances.
Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
The former bodyguard also alleged that Beyoncé and Jay-Z's marriage is not real and that it is just a contract to help them reach the top.
So remember, your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there.
Okay, now if it was just Uncle Ron making the allegations that Beyoncé has been on drugs, then maybe I would say that there's a great chance that he's not telling the truth. But the thing is, he's not the only one who said it. And just look at this video of B and tell me she doesn't look off to you.
Why did God give me this life? Sometimes it's overwhelming. Why did God give me my talent?
So far, however, there's no solid evidence to suggest that B is on anything. But people have also been suggesting that the only way Beyoncé is still in the marriage is because she's on drugs, and that the marriage is fake. As of now, the future of Jay-Z and Beyoncé remains uncertain. While the leaked footage has yet to surface, the rumors alone are enough to send shockwaves through the entertainment world. Will Jay-Z's brutal response be enough to protect their empire? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a very public unraveling? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The Carters are fighting to keep their throne intact. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.